Hey folks, today I'm gonna kind of go through starting building the R2D2 model from DeAgostini. If you haven't seen their models, they have a couple of them out there. They're pretty high quality, subscription based out of the UK. Um, each kit comes with 4 issues, which in the UK they do them on a weekly basis, but in the US they do 4 at a time monthly basis. So you get 4 kits at a time, and each kit has 4 of the kits. With the first kit, you kind of get the parts in 2 of these big blister packs like this as kind of their introduction to the kit, along with the magazines, the issues, which tell you exactly how to put the model together in specific details, and they go over some um, things within the Star Wars universe, as well as explain how they built the droid or the model for the movies. So it's a pretty neat kit. I've worked on the build the Millennium Falcon kit also, which I'm not completed, but I'm pretty damn close. It just takes a long time just to get all the kits. It's the issues run over 2 years long, so you get build a little bit at a time, and it's super detailed. So you get a lot to do on each one. But every issue after the first month, you get all of your stuff in little packets like this, depending on what you get and what's included with that month's package. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here in a little bit. And I'll have a top-down view so you can kind of see what I'm doing, and a little bit on just the layout of what's going on. So enjoy. So these are the instructions are for issue 1. This first page, they give you all the listing of all the parts that you're supposed to have in this issue, as well as where they are located on the model itself, and a little description on what you'll be doing in the issue. And if I flip to the second page, here's the actual instructions for this issue. It's really simple for the first one. It's just something to get you started. On the further issues, they get more in depth and get more complicated as you go. So here we go. And that's actually all they have you do for this first issue, but the next one they want you to do a little bit more. So issue 2, you see that we're going to start assembling portions of the right leg on R2D2. A lot of this is just cosmetic stuff. There's no actual functioning pieces here. So you can kind of see how they say to put it together. Here you pretty much either screw or glue something on, and it's all cosmetic, so there's no actual moving parts or hydraulics or anything in there. It's just meant to look like it is, just like the movie props. So here we go, get started on this one. Here are all the parts of issue 2 laid out. So first thing we're going to do is get one of these pieces, it'd be this one here, and place it in the shoulder up here and screw it in. And that looks like all the pieces for this. Put it off to the side for now. So this part is actually super glued together, oddly. So seems to have dried up. So I keep extras. And that's actually how it's assembled. See, it's just all glued together pieces right there. And this piece is screwed in. So the final part is, and just put this on top. So this is it for this issue. Go ahead and get this next one ready here. Make sure that's all firmly attached. But yeah, this is it for this issue, and probably screw this together on the next one. So here we go with issue 3. You can see that it's a little bit of the rest of his head features, the first optical eye, and to put the trim on the right leg. And it's the first one where you start actually getting the packets of parts here. And a circuit board to test out some of the LEDs, but we don't have a battery pack yet, so we won't be able to do that until later. So I'm going to take these out right now and lay them out. So let's see what we got. And each of the pieces, this is normal the way they come, where they're in a sealed package like that. Just make sure that you got everything without having to dig through like tons of junk. Each of them has this licensing and copyright information there. So we got the lens and the circuit board here. So that's kind of neat. And as you see, we got all those pieces that we just taken out, and here's the instructions. So this is all test assembly, so we're not actually putting anything together besides the lens and nothing else. So it looks like we probably will be now you're gonna screw it together for the next issue. So we're gonna test fit this and see how it looks, I guess. And their instructions are really nice. Extremely detailed on how everything's supposed to look. So like you'll get a put together phase, and at the end of it they'll have a picture of how it's assembled completely with everything. So that's really nice, because you never know, a lot of these parts sometimes look so damn alike that you have no clue if you're doing it right until you've completely screwed it up. So we're going to take this lens out, which is covered with protective film. This is actually really nice, thick plastic. Yeah, even this says it's test fitting. So this won't be final assembly for a little while. You can see that. Oh. And this. So, not going to do a thing yet, but that's pretty much for this issue. That's all we got. Now on to issue 4. So issue 4 is the right leg and battery box again. So we're not given a whole lot of parts besides the battery box, the pivot, and the ankle plate. So, and you'll see, once again, majority of it is test fitting everything to make sure it fits and all goes in place. A lot of this first set of issues are teaser issues, so you kind of see, oh, we got something cool, and it's trying to get people to buy into the model and keep on going, because the full value of it tends to be around somewhere in the range of $1,400. But they're pretty neat. This one does a lot of little things that are kind of cool. A lot more than what you can buy in the store for a couple $100. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the packet here. Dump out our parts. We've got the ankle plate. And the pivot. And I will say, like, this is actual metal. This is not plastic at all. Along with the stuff that I screwed into the leg too, that's metal. The actual plastic is the casing around it, but it's high quality type metal. And so was this. This was a piece of metal too. So it's not a cheap model. It's nothing like anything that you'll find retail or anything like that. This is definitely high quality. A lot of work went into this to get it where it is now, because they actually do a lot of research on the actual recreations of the models that they produce. For the Millennium Falcon, they actually got I believe it's the 3-foot scale from Empire Strikes Back, and they did a light scan on it. So if you don't know what a light scan is, it's basically it's a 3D scanning process to where they go down the model and with like a light and just really scanning each of the parts. It's super detailed. Probably one of the most accurate ways to get a 3D model into a computer, and it actually shows on the model. You can see stuff that was on it, like all the little trinkets and details and all the crazy stuff that you don't see in the movies, but you can see up close on the model. And it's just something that you won't notice unless you actually read through how they did it, what they discovered. And it's kind of funny, the communities out there are super involved on just kind of detailing everything out, just to kind of spot like what parts go where, what models they came off of, because they kit bashed everything back when they made the movies. So that's what you see. You get all those individual pieces. The only downside is, like, the people that actually go through and analyze the pieces that were used for the Millennium Falcon, well, it's not to the fault of the manufacturer of the model, but pieces fell off throughout the years, and they actually reproduced those parts that had fallen off. Ooh, we got red lights and we got a blue light. It doesn't show up very well on the cam, but you can see we got lights. It works. And that really concludes issue 4. As you can see, it's not a whole lot. In the back of the cover shows what's on for the next one. So as you saw, that was issues 1 through 4 of the R2D2 DeAgostini model. We got good half of the right leg done. We still need to screw everything on and secure it very well. And this is kind of hefty. This is probably about maybe quarter pound, something like that, maybe a little more. And of course we got his little eye here that works with batteries. So, and the little cover that will be going on top itself with the complete with the lens and everything. So I'll be doing all these in 4 issue episodes, just like they send them out to the customers. I don't have the complete kit right now. I only have up to, I believe, let me see, it is issue 16. So I'm going to get a couple of these going right now, just to get it started. Then I'm going to try to keep on top of this and get regular updates with it. Like I said, this is the R2D2 model from DeAgostini. If you want to check it out yourself, you can go to buildr2d2.com, and there you can get more details on exactly what R2D2 does. Like I said, it's not just a stand-up model. He actually will have servos, light emitting diodes, all types of stuff, bells, whistles, everything. And it actually does have some type of computed AI built into this too. So he can roam around, he can talk, and all this other stuff. Actually, it'll have a projector and camera in it too, so he can record you or record videos or whatever too. So it's a really neat model. Like I said, it comes in issues of 4 apiece every month. I have up to 16 right now, which means that I have what, 4 issues or 4 sets. So I've been just collecting them for now, just waiting until I got enough to get started for a couple of them, because like you saw in these first 4 issues, it's pretty short, pretty fast to put together. But once it gets into the actual bulk of the Android here, it's going to be a lot of assembly, because the whole frame of them is going to be a metal frame, and you're going to have to put parts on top of them, as well as like all the electronics inside to make them move and roll around and all this other stuff. So it's going to get more involved as it goes along, and it is a 2-year process. Like, this whole thing is 24 boxes, 1 a month, until you're done. I got the Millennium Falcon the same way. I actually have the full model. I stopped at a certain point because there's detailing stuff that I want to do, and I want to do it right and make it look cool, and it's just my preference on it. I may do a quick video about that later on, just kind of detail it and explain what it is. But right now, that's all I got for here, those first 4 issues, and I'll come back later with the next 4.